God level, you can tell him I said it. Level up. God level, you can tell him I said it. Level up, level up, level up, go. Everything, that means everything. Eyes connected to everything, and that's why I'm in everything. All eyes on me, all eyes on everything. That means everything. Eyes connected to everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, I was just telling my daughter I need my charger. You know, she's like my little assistant when she. No, to my phone. She's like my little assistant when she's here, and I greatly appreciate it. Today was the first day of school for her. She didn't last long. Oh. Yeah, she texted me, telling us to come get me. I'm just warming up on these deadlifts. I said, well, give me 10, 15 minutes. I had to finish that. Then I came and got her. Look, I'm just all out here snitching on you. It's all good. I want to thank everybody for jumping in on tonight's live. This is Things That People Don't Want to Talk About, brought to you by God Level. I am originally from St. Louis, Missouri, home of the Red Hot Ripples, the original St. Paul. You can only get one down here in the Midwest. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all Chinamen ain't like our Chinamen. Anyway, I am a mother. I'm an entrepreneur. I have this podcast. I'm a sister. I am I'm a GG. I'm a cousin. I'm a friend. I am everything good. Ivy, you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
I sure can. What's going on, people out there? It's your girl, Inattentive Ivy, coming to you from the PNW, the Pacific Northwest, representing Washington State. I am owner of all of the ADHD hamsters. Y'all know I got these hamsters be hamstering, liking to talk about mental health, about ADHD, other things that affect our community maybe a little bit differently. And I'm also a mom, a sister, a friend, former military broadcast journalist, advocating and sharing. And I like to share my shit, so that way we can talk about all of our shit here. It's a safe place. And as always, I'm going to try to keep it a buck. Let's go.
That's what's up. Dion, I'm sorry, King Newborn.
Whoa. Look at his face.
What? King Newborn, do you want to go ahead and represent yourself?
Yeah, fix your mic first.
Yeah,
you sounded muffled. Yeah, come back to me.
Oh, it sounded muffled.
Yeah, you sound muffled.
Yeah, we are starting already. Call me back.
All right. Well, I don't really know where to go with these two beautiful queens starting off like that with their presentation and introduction. So I'm just going to say, peace. This is King Newborn. You can follow me on all social media platforms at Newborn Everything. And as always, I am that I am. To the community, to my friends and family members, I love y'all. To the podcast, the panel, those that are following and watching, please continue to help us grow and expand. We're here for the community. Peace.
That's it. Yes, sir. Thank you for sharing. We can't hear you, Mama. We cannot. I'm just gonna do my King Newborn impersonation. Peace. Peace. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Are you on? Can we hear you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes. There you go. Come on, man. Yes.
Ooh, I was getting nervous. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Turn my mic up?
No, not turn it up. I said bring it up. Like raise it up just a little bit. Raise it. Okay, right there. Bring it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit. Bring it down just a little bit. Right there. Okay.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. Boom.
Boom.
So funny.
Boom.
I love
so funny. What's going on?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I like that shirt though. Where you get that shirt at? Trying to compliment.
Which one you talking?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking about God Level shirt. Where you get that shirt?
I'm
trying to cop a black one.
Oh my God. I had my boy John do this. I meet a lot of good Johns. Not like that though. That sounded kind of.
Anyway, keep moving.
Yeah. All right.
Let it
Our
go.
boy John is not here today. Our engineer Sherman.
Me,
They are
Skywalker.
out for the evening. Oh, I'm sorry. God damn it. Master
Skywalker's not here right
Skywalker.
here. Master Skywalker.
Did I just
Yeah,
get
King
extremely
Sherman.
nervous just that quick? Like, what's going on?
Oh my
It's okay.
God.
It's okay.
You know what,
It's
my
okay.
brother, I can't. You know, I'm just gonna sit in the back now. Just, go ahead, Ivy. Yeah, because
Well, sure.
I
I'll
ain't seen
come
him in
in
2
there.
weeks, and now
I
I see him, and
know.
I'm just like,
I love you too, sis.
What it
It's
is,
all
you
good.
guys are
know.
happy. That's why we're not talking about people pleasing today. We're like, yeah. He's like, we're gonna talk
Yeah,
about family.
we're
No, I'm just
talking about people pleasing
listen,
today. I
right?
read it's a trauma response.
It is a trauma. I'm gonna tell you. So the reason why we even came up with this, me and you were talking God level, remember? And I had just read an article that said, what happened? Well, I don't know.
Always,
Always,
because
right? Okay.
Yeah, it's always when I'm talking with Ivy, I come up with all of these topics, and then I'll put them on the page and I'll send them to everybody. Man,
because it was just so interesting to read this
Mhm.
article about how it says that people pleasing, especially like in corporate areas, people pleasing, and even in like your own relationships, is a trauma response due to just the way that we have been, like, like it's ingrained in us. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, it's ingrained in us. I was like, why is it ingrained in us? And then I started thinking about like, oh God. Did you say narcissism? Oh my gosh, where are we gonna?
My bad.
Are we about to? Man, you better start off, bruh. You better start off then. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and bring up that. No, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's start off first. First and foremost, let's just talk about people pleasing for people out there who might not necessarily know what people pleasing is. So, let's share. What do we think people pleasing is?
Just going beyond the call of duty to show someone love and affection. Putting their needs first before putting your own.
Oh my gosh, that is almost okay. That's almost textbook, because I'm getting ready to read the the textbook definition. Right, it says people pleasing.
Go ahead.
You're like, I'm just speaking from from what you know, right? Listen, reform people pleaser here, so I'm like, I'm with that, right? Okay, so it says that people pleasing is a behavior pattern where a person consistently prioritizes the needs, wants, and approval of others over their own. This behavior often stems from a desire to avoid conflict, gain approval, or maintain relationships, even at the cost of personal well-being.
Yeah.
Now that'll smack you in the face. Yes, especially that part where it's like they go out of their way to make others happy, and they do it to avoid conflict, gain approval, or maintain relationships.
Yes. Insecurity.
Man.
And wanting
come on.
And the need to fix the person that you're going beyond the call of duty for. This is deeper than just people pleasing. I've been there, done that.
It does, but so people. Go ahead, Dion, because you were over there like giving you like.
No, you're good. I like how it's going. Y'all flowing okay. I mean, but it does tie into a lot of different things.
Yes,
a lot of different things. One of the roots are being insecure, seeking validation. High level of narcissism, especially in the corporate areas. So keep going. We good.
When you say high level of narcissism, you're referring to the person that's people pleasing?
Very much so. Yes, ma'am.
Wow.
Okay, come on. You cannot just throw that out there. And
you got to. Hey man, you got to build on that.
Because some managers like to be liked, don't they?
That is very true. That is very true.
They want to be accepted. They don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. Want to give everybody the same off day for a holiday, bit pay. Come on now.
Okay, but now I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I heard, or I'm gonna not tell you because anybody telling King Newborn nothing. You understand what I'm saying?
No, we politic around here. But let's get it though. I'm with it. Let's get it.
So two things. When I heard that codependence is just the opposite coin of narcissism, and that hit me in the face, and I had to understand how that kind of matches up. Is it really narcissism, or is it the other side of the coin? You see what I'm saying? Like, because I think when I think of narcissism, I think of people who like they just don't have any empathy. And yes, they want to be liked, right? And we really don't have, like, if you're a codependent, I'm a recovering codependent. You really didn't have any, I didn't have any self-esteem, didn't have any boundaries, things of that sort. So my question is like, is it narcissism or is it the opposite side of the coin?
It's both.
Okay.
Because you can't take out of the fact that you might be against me on this, but I'm gonna say it though. Okay. Sometimes we have selfish acts that we're being selfish in, and that's because we want the center of attention still to be able to say, I fixed that. I
of course
supported you. So I was just trying to show a bridge. I don't know how much water up under it, but I was just trying to show a bridge. Yeah.
Nope, I got that, because there is a thing called covert narcissism, and those are the altruistic narcissism, and them let me tell you something, baby. Them altruistic narcissists, them is the ones. Those are the ones who employ some people pleasing. But they use that as a tactic. You know what I'm saying?
Manipulation.
Manipulation. Oh, they're good at manipulation.
Oh my gosh, yes.
In the art of manipulation, emotional and mental abuse.
Okay, so John's not here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play devil's advocate, right?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, so
go ahead.
So from the opposite side, now you said that it's a high level of narcissism. I said a high level of codependence. Like we talked about how people like to manipulate because they're trying to get something out of it. So I'm going to bring up this next question, right? Can we also say that people pleasing is related to, or is something that comes from childhood experiences or their trauma? Because when you get people who live in an unsafe environment and they just want to keep the peace, right? They start right. It's like they grow up in that. They start people pleasing to avoid to try to survive. Like it's a survival tactic. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there we go.
Man, Skywalker, come on, man.
Man, come on, bro.
I kind of tapped on that, but my brother, he eloquently put it. Yes.
John, if you want to just roll in, you can.
I mean, you really can, bro.
I love that. I love that.
Seriously.
I love that. Yeah.
And that is true. Some people are seeking validation and approval, and that's the reason why I said that codependence is the opposite side, or is the flip side to narcissism. That really messed me up too. And just like when I heard that people pleasing is nothing but kind manipulation, I was like, that jacked me up too. Go ahead, you got it, Mom, because you like
So the narcissist needs someone that is codependent. They seek out codependent people. That is the perfect balance of a toxic relationship between a narcissist and a codependent person.
That's the other side of the coin. That's the reason why.
The giver and the narcissist is the taker.
That is true.
Like Scott Walker said, and I conclude to the same thing. Some, not all, because some people genuinely don't know that they're doing it.
That is very true, man. See, that's the reason why I wanted to go back to the question: is people pleasing related to childhood experiences, or is it related to trauma? Because if you think about it, so repeat this, right? Yeah.
It's the same thing. It's basically the same thing. Childhood experience, trauma. If the environment was chaotic and there was a lot of abuse and they've seen this, some children coming up don't want to experience the same thing they experienced as a child. So they will walk on eggshells not to upset anyone that they are around, just to keep the peace.
Oh, absolutely. I can tell you right now, like up until like I started going into recovery, I was afraid of conflict. Like I hated fighting. Like if somebody had said something, you know what I'm saying, that was adverse to me, it automatically, it put me in a bind. Like I would, like, they say like the 4 stages, you fight, flight, freeze, or fawn, right? Yeah, it's like you get all of those different things. Hello, Melanie. Hello, thank you very much for coming to the show. Hey, but no, like I would freeze. whenever like confronted because of the fact that I was afraid of conflict. So my thing was to automatically, I got to keep the peace. Always was the peacemaker. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I had. I mean, I can be the first one to admit that people thought that I had this confidence, and I was like, oh, y'all don't. Man, I was like, y'all don't understand. I'm like a duck on water. Like you see the duck that's up under the water that's doing like this. I was like that.
But I think the reason why they probably said that you had confidence or assumed that you had confidence was the fact that you was different. You wasn't in alignment with everybody else, so you took your own route. And most of the time, taking your own route, it does take confidence.
That's true.
To stand in your truth.
That's very true. Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. I could agree with that, but still up under like all of that, you know what I'm saying? I was still trying to find my own voice, you know? Okay, so we're still talking about people pleasers. I mean, do you guys, I know that King Newborn is like, I'm not really ascribing, you know what I'm saying? But I know you said that you understand the people pleasing part, right, Renee?
I do.
Excuse me, God level.
I did it.
Okay. I
did it with my ex. I did it.
Let's talk about it.
I went beyond the call of duty to show this person love and affection, hoping to be seen. Was there for the good, the bad, and the ugly. And there was some ugly stuff going on. And I've learned, we just talked about this, that relationship, that situation has taught me, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say it because I know someone is dealing with the same thing right here, right now. Never loves anyone more than you love yourself.
That's very true.
Ever. That was the lesson learned coming out of that situation. Will I go back to it? Absolutely not. No. Do I recognize the signs now? Yes.
So you appreciate it.
Oh, man. I learned a lot from that shit.
Yeah, so you appreciate it. So it's not all bad.
No.
There's an upside. It's a lesson learned.
What did you say? When you can walk away with understanding from any situation.
Yeah, you won. Yeah, that's the beautiful. That's the cream at the top. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this. So now that you knew that you were, I'm sorry, go ahead. Were you getting ready to?
No. I just noticed that's not the right number, but okay.
Oh, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna need for you to.
Just in case anybody want to call.
Yeah. I'm gonna need somebody to go ahead and put that right number in there. But let me ask this. You said that you recognized that you were people pleasing, right? So my question is, what were the signs
of me people pleasing?
I know a sign.
What did he say?
I said I know a sign.
I was there. Food, dinner, washing clothes, cleaning house, I was there. Just doing every little thing that I could. If he had a headache, here goes some aspirin. You know, you hungry? Oh, what you want to eat? You know what I'm saying? I put that. Oh God, that was horrible.
But okay, so the things in and itself that you said that you were doing,
I wouldn't talk about certain things that would trigger an argument. I kept it peaceful. I didn't fight with him. I just agreed. I literally agreed to some shit that normally I wouldn't agree to.
Now let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
What was your motivation?
Hoping that he would see me. And I'm just being honest, hoping that he would see me.
Yeah. Did you just say church? Without saying church? Is that what you just did? Well.
I've been there, did that. Like, man.
Yeah. I was thinking about like, okay, people pleasing as being a person of color. People pleasing as far as being a person of color and working in the corporate. Oh, woo. Okay. Yeah, we coming back to that one. Yeah. We're going to, why him and no one else? Because as far as I know,
Why
the
him
level,
and not anyone else?
because the level I know speaks their mind.
We I wasn't ready to let him go.
Okay.
I was not ready to let him go. Even the signs was all there. I was not ready to let him go. This is John asking me again, why did I love him?
Mm-hmm.
And I said, because he felt like home. Well, then when you think about home, what was home like growing up?
Yeah. There we go. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ding,
what
ding,
was
ding,
home?
ding, ding,
Yeah,
ding.
home
Dig
was
into it, then.
abusive. You know,
Mhm.
home was chaotic. Home was
Controlling.
toxic,
Yep.
controlling. There was a lack of love. There was a lack of trauma bond,
There
perhaps.
was.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
that. Because
It was
I felt,
comfortable.
you know,
Oof.
get comfortable.
Unfortunately, a safe place.
Not comfortable. It was
The
was
trauma bond.
familiar.
There it is.
There's a
Familiar.
difference
Okay, we
between
can say that.
comfortable and familiar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Because if you feel comfortable,
Yeah, because you can feel comfortable amongst destruction and have complete
part.
peace. You know, even with you having your own antics in it.
that part.
Oh, this man he operated well in his chaos.
Mm-hmm.
He operated very well in his chaos. I still don't know how he did it. I still don't know how.
But
he
at the
did
same
it.
time, though, Queen,
Yeah.
you function well in this chaos.
Ooh! Oh, Jesus.
And that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So you can find comfort in chaos. You could be adding to it, making it worse.
Mhm.
It's familiar, not comfortable. Comfortable is where you feel like you can bring your walls down. Oh no, we're saying the same thing. We're saying the same thing, kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And she felt like she could bring her walls down. All she wanted was to be noticed. That's it. She
Him.
wanted to be acknowledged for all that
That's
she
it.
was doing. She had
That's it.
exhausted all her tools, her resources, her love, affection, her time, her space, her peace, her understanding, just to be noticed.
That's it.
Mm.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because I find myself being comfortable in uncomfortable places and spaces, not only in a relationship, but just in life as well. Sometimes you're not even seeing the fact that you the problem.
Woo! Woo!
I'm just saying, with people pleasing, you could be the problem.
Yeah, with all of it, you could be the problem. And when
Yeah.
it is, listen, the best thing that could have ever happened is when I got into recovery and they said, stop taking a look at what they did.
Hello.
And take a look at what you've done.
Hello. Full movie.
I was there.
Full movie.
And the thing is that it's about, I mean, like when they explained to me, they was like, okay, talking about parents, they talk about other people, just like, you know, they were like, people be peopling. They do the best that they can do with the tools that they have, whether those tools be effective, whether they not necessarily are the most healthy, they do the best that they can. So there's like, so hurt people, especially, they hurt other people. So
Yes,
they're
they
like,
do.
okay, you had these experiences and they hurt you.
Mhm.
So the question, so what are you going to do with that hurt? The thing is that either you could take that and you can be like, okay, I'm just gonna operate out of a ridiculously unhealthy space, or you can heal. You know what I'm saying? They was like, it's up to you. If you are a full grown adult, it's up to you to take a look at yourself in that situation. Yeah,
Power of decision.
Right.
that is power of decision. I dig that. So yeah, what are some other
That's the what
signs?
decision?
Power of
Power of
decisions.
decision. Know
So
your power. It's even
Oh,
power
man.
in saying
I
no. No
left
could
that
be a beautiful
situation.
thing.
Once the situation was done, I had no intentions on going back. I had no intentions on rekindling anything with it. Friends. Go ahead.
No. I just keep going. I guess I wanted to get into we're talking about like with romantic interpersonal relationships, but let's talk about people pleasing family in family situations, because that's where because that's where they show up heavy, is in family and in work. You know,
Definitely
you got
work.
oh man, come on, bro. If you are a person of color living in this place right here, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's going to be some people pleasing that you don't even know about. How about code switching as a people-pleasing mechanism?
Chameleon.
People code switching. It's like we're talking right now, right? Like, oh, yo, I'm saying blah, 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 blah. But when you go into the office, hello, I will have that email for you ready at 3 o'clock.
Chameleon.
Let's make sure we take into
chameleon.
But where does that come from? Where does it come from? Where does that people pleasing come from?
In us that we have to cross over.
Do you hear what you just said? But where? What is that? What is that part?
Yeah, that's generational.
Come on, it's generational trauma.
Yeah, that's in your DNA.
That we have to cross over. Yeah, I be at work. Hey, this is Renee. How can I help you?
Come on, man.
Being on the phone with my sister, I'm like, hey, girl, let me tell you what this NIGGA did.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
And then you see what I'm saying? I'll come in. How can I help you?
Exactly.
You see?
Yeah.
But the thing is that is something that those are signs of that is signs of people pleasing, but as trauma. And my point, right? Because the thing is that I learned that people who are people pleasers, and I'm going to say, I will go ahead and definitely say that I am a recovering people pleaser. It comes from living in an environment that is so out of your own control that you feel like you've got to control other things, right? So I've got to go into this office. Let's keep it a buck. I got to go into this office and control how these white people see me because this is my paper. That's trauma. That's trauma, baby. Let's go ahead and talk about it in the family. I got to go ahead and make sure that Big Mama stay on Big Mama's side because I don't want Big Mama writing me out of the will. So Big Mama cussed me out, called me every whole God, told me that I needed to be over here and cook 6 courses for Thanksgiving. I didn't have none of the energy. I'm doing cancer chemo treatments and all of that kind of stuff. But I've got to make sure that I'm doing and extending myself because I don't want to. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's how is it that other people are seeing you? Those are the signs. Those are the signs of you see, like those are the signs that I wanted to talk about. The signs that show up not just in relationships, but also societally, culturally, in the professionally. Man, literally just came across that today. Just like another article that was talking about like how people pleasing, especially with women, pops up, like in the corporate environment.
Are we the main culprits?
Know thyself, huh? Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Now the question is that where did it come from? Let's go ahead and break that down because that's the thing.
At some point you got to look at the fact who was your first teachers.
Heavy. Come on, man. Come on. Come on.
And it goes back to this: how we grew up has played a very huge part on how we move as an adult. Some people are trying to be more like women are trying to be more like their mothers, or boys trying to be more like their fathers, or the fathers that wasn't there, making it up as they go. Like, man, that lack of.
Or you're trying to be the opposite of your mother or your father.
There you go. And then you really can't hold them accountable for how you grew up because they didn't know no better. They going off. This is just stuff that just keeps getting passed down from generation to generation to generation. Just like I didn't know anything about conflict resolution. What the hell is that? I just know 2 people that's arguing. Then next thing you know, they making up, she cooking, and then everything is all good. Then 3-4 weeks later, they're arguing. They're making up. Where's the conflict resolution?
Yeah, you gotta come to a solution.
There was that.
Man,
you gotta have a solution.
There was that.
Man, let's spare the rod, spoil the child, the whoopings. Come on now.
We were never, something we were, oh gosh, the download that we were downloaded fawning. If you really think about it, I mean, our existence here, you know what I'm saying? We had to fawn to survive for so many years. That's encoded in the DNA. So people pleasing, you're going to tell somebody, what they want to hear because you don't want to get your lights turned off or you don't want to get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? I need 15 more days so I can get my rent together. You know what I'm saying? It's a survival mechanism. And it's I think that a lot of it is, and even if it shows up in relationships that way, and I'm going to go ahead and put this up there too. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, so how does it? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. My bad.
We all grew up, a lot of us grew up in survival mode. You have survival-based, survival-based background versus love-based.
Oh yeah, of course.
We don't. I don't know what a love-based background is. I have to create one myself.
That's it, and it's hard. It's hard when you don't know what it looks like.
When you haven't given a good image of what to mimic.
Because I mean, we don't even have. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Mom.
No, it's cool. Because I know we go.
We do, because you know I talk a lot. I'm like, I don't be meaning to, but seriously, just saying, we don't even have any, like, we don't even have models on TV. We don't see models of that. We don't see healthy relationships. We don't see people not people pleasing or manipulating to try to get ahead. We don't have great examples of that. So it's like, how do you know?
The last great example we had, and I know everybody can agree with me on this, is the Cosby Show.
Nah, I actually think it's Barack and Michelle. That's what I thought that, because you know the reason why? Because at the end of the day, with themselves, even if they lied to America, they were true and real within themselves, within their circle. They were really themselves. That's my own opinion. Go ahead, Renee, because you like, wait a second.
Nah, you ain't heard about Joan Rivers, so I'm gonna just leave it right there.
Oh, girl, I wouldn't.
No, I'm not.
I'm like, look, somebody said, I love the Cosby. I did
Yeah.
too. I love the Cosby show
JJ.
too. Yeah, so I loved it too. But even so, still, you know, like the realism, like when I talk about the realism, I'm talking about people want to be like, once again, going back to what we used to say, don't take stuff outside of this house. You know what I'm saying? We don't talk about what comes outside of that. I mean, if you don't talk about your experiences, like who you really are, like the stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a part of people pleasing. You're hiding a part of yourself away from other people because you don't think that they would accept who you really truly are.
Say that shit.
You know?
Say that shit.
I mean, I know I'm a weirdo. I say some stuff.
You're not a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo. I'm cool with it though.
You're becoming healthy and you're teaching your children what healthy looks like.
I'm different.
There you go.
Okay, Newborn said it.
You are you. Period.
That part. I will take
You're
that.
you.
I will take that.
No one is the same.
No,
but I used to not want to move exactly as me because I was afraid of what people would think about me. Oh, she's and I heard a lot of stuff coming up. You know, I heard that I was a black blonde. You know, I was a daydreamer. I was this, I was that. I was, I spoke white. So, you know what I'm saying? So it was like.
So how did that affect you in your army career?
What'd you say?
She was called Darth Vader.
You were called Darth Vader?
Yeah.
And you know something?
That
man.
I had to grow out of a lot of shit that I grew up in.
So I'm gonna answer your question, like how did that affect me in my army career? But I want to ask you though, Renee, since you just shared that, how did that affect how you showed up with
lack of confidence?
People of other races? Yes, I was about to say with people of other races or white people. Man,
even with my own people, lack of confidence. I didn't feel pretty because my skin was always talked about. Like I was scared when I knew I was having a girl.
So how did you feel like that affected your like personal and professional relationships? Did you find yourself people pleasing or fawning?
Yeah, of course. Going beyond the Call of Duty. Yes.
Lack of information.
Sir?
I said lack of information, not truly understand the power of you.
That's facts, yeah.
You know, and that's just something that's not given to us as a child.
Not at all.
We come from an era. That is more. It's more joyful to be amongst the popular and down those that ain't got it. So by any means necessary, you just fire anything. But we used to call it joning.
Your mama jokes. Oh my God, all day, right?
Yeah, we was
Yeah.
joning.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be called Darth Vader, I mean, if you ever studied Star Wars, it was a bad. Anyway,
You ain't lying, man. Come on, you better talk about it because that is the real.
That's gonna make me go watch that shit.
Yeah, you need to then.
So, okay, so
what do you say? What do you say? Luke,
I am your father. Come on, man. So
bars.
where's my little son? Where's
You've
my
been
son?
chasing the very one thing you've been looking for. I've been here the whole time, molded and shaping you, molded and shaping you, and you didn't even know it. You know how bad that's gotta be.
My goodness.
That's like you running around trying to find yourself, and then you look down and see your shadow. You be like, oh, I've been here the whole time. I've been here the whole time. Yeah, you've been here the whole time.
Now let's talk about how that's what really happens with people pleasing and when you finally come to yourself.
Therefore,
because you've been chasing yourself, and yourself has been right there the whole time. Everything that you absolutely wanted has been there the whole entire time.
Yeah.
Now be careful now, because that's another topic for another day.
You better come on. You better come on. You better come. I'm serious.
I'm just saying, you know how you could flip that in so many ways. The one thing that you continue to chase, the one thing that you continue to confide in, the one thing that you think is supposed to save you, the one thing that's supposed to validate you. I'm sorry, the earth's thin right now.
No, it's not thin. It's just thick right there. It's thick.
Yeah, it's still you.
Because you have to think about how we grew up. If we grew up in survival, we've been taught to constantly look outside of ourselves.
Yeah, but who keeps making sure you survive though?
Who is growing up being told in our era everything is within you? You don't have to look for love.
It's you the whole time.
Yeah, nobody. But nobody told us that growing up. When we
not at all.
When I was go back and go ahead. I'm sorry. No, I was about to say, let's go ahead. I'll go back to where we were a couple of months ago, talking about like how when we came up, the idea was you don't grow up and live for yourself. You grow up, get married, have kids, maybe have a career. If not, that man is supposed to take care of you. Do you know how much? I just want to talk about this. Do you know how much power you give away when you figure that somebody is supposed to come and rescue you? I will say that again for the people who were in the back who might not have been watching. Do you know how much power you have to give away, even in your people pleasing? How much power you have to give away from yourself to say that this person, this man, this is going to come in and rescue me,
or woman,
or man. A wife is supposed to cook for me, clean for me, give me my make me dishes in the morning, so I can't take care of myself. So they look for somebody, possibly codependents, to come in and rescue them for their bullshit. Come on, people pleasers, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's go ahead and talk about it, cause.
But let's not confuse the fact that there are man duties in a relationship and there are woman duties in a relationship. I just want to say that one.
Okay. And before we move forward, just know that Walt Disney sold us a lie.
I'm sorry, but fuck you, Walt. Like, for real, you did us dirty. You did us dirty.
The motherfucking
with that bippity boppity boo and them fucking white horses, man. Fuck that.
Yeah, I like that comment that Skywalker just put up there.
That's it.
That's the thing.
I used to have
yes.
I used
you
to
be
have
willing to sacrifice yourself to save
you
somebody
sacrifice
else.
yourself to save someone else, and I was sacrificing who I was to try to save that person.
But do you know why? I will say it again. If you can focus on saving everybody else, put on your cape and be Captain Saver for the whole entire world, you never have to sit down and look at your problems. You know what I'm saying? You never have to sit down and look at yourself and be like, I gotta save myself, right? Yes. Interesting. Thank you, Tonia. Hi, Tonia. Hi, Bubby.
Yeah.
People don't realize their own power.
They don't.
No, we don't. Especially when you were raised at a young age to play small. You know what I'm saying? You don't think that you have any power. They give what they wish they could receive. Come on, man. Come on. Because that's it right there. That's it right there.
Just
they give what they
out of people.
Man. You know what I'm saying? They give what they wish they could receive.
And God Love, they had a song that said, walk that walk.
Man. Listen.
It's happening right now. Someone is in my position right now. What the fuck?
You know what? Let's go ahead and go back here. Why do people pleasers
often struggle
with setting
boundaries?
What's a boundary? Ain't no such thing as a boundary.
Come on, man.
If you're going beyond the call of duty, there are no boundaries. There is no line.
Because nothing is off the table.
Nothing. If it's 2 o'clock in the morning and he's hungry, I
don't think that's. I think that's.
I'm just saying.
Come on.
The roles are reversed. You know, I mean, it depends on your situation, what you got going on.
Okay.
Some people are worthy of that, you know, especially if you know it's reciprocated and they support you in the same capacity. But I understand what you're saying, God Love. I'm not taking away from your experience. I'm just saying situation, not everybody.
It's situation.
Yeah, it's situation.
That nigga won't work for penny.
Was it?
I'm sorry, it's slipped out.
Now. Let's not bash. Let's not bash because you still have power in there.
Because I was doing exactly what I wanted to do.
There you go. I appreciate that.
I can't bash.
I appreciate that.
I was literally, and I'm gonna say it again, doing what I wanted to do at that time.
Yeah.
When that door closed,
find the peace. There you go. Find the peace.
I was getting ready to say, I was like, you know, one of the things that kind of helped me out with setting boundaries within my people pleasing is, would I do this, the same thing that this person is asking me for, would I do that for myself? Yeah, that's what really helped. Like me getting up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go out to get somebody some, would I do that for myself? Fuck no. I'm calling DoorDash. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Like, would I not pay my rent because I'm trying to help somebody out?
No, I'm a thick girl.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
I have left up out of here at 2:30 in the morning.
And do what's necessary to please yourself.
And you know
that is
the
true.
gas station got me a little something. You know, that before my healthier days arrived. You know, food was
nothing after seven. Shut it down.
Yeah. Before my healthier days arrived, it was whatever I wanted.
Come on, Jessica. Oh my gosh, come on. Jessica answered their question.
Yeah.
Because you are so busy taking care of others' needs that you tend to forget your own. That includes any boundaries that we set. We talked the last 2 weeks about boundaries, and I talked about internal boundaries, having boundaries with yourself. If you have boundaries with yourself, man, it starts the outside work. Oh, Tonia. Oh, man. Sometimes a need for love, or what you think love should be. Sometimes wanting people to, that's it. You want people to perceive you in a certain way, like people who always want people to think that they are the person that you can count on. That's it. But where's the line though?
That wasn't. Oh
man. Yeah.
You were there. I was there for the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I like that question.
Oh man.
Did you like that question? But I want to add though, even with the need of love.
Not at the time. It wasn't until after the situation, after I've done some reflecting and sat back and looked like, damn, I did a lot.
Now, what were you about to say? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you about to say?
I was just going to say, even with the need for love.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Even with the... it's not one of those. Even with the need of love, with the need for love, you find yourself... What's your point there?
No, her with the sips tea. Because when you get to talking, baby, let me clear my palate.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm just saying, even with the need of love, it still revolves around self, no matter what. You know, you just got to be able to pour into yourself in order for you to give it to somebody
Yeah.
else. Because
Yes.
otherwise, it's fictitious. You know, and it's only there because you putting forth so-called a effort to show love, but you're not even showing love. You're just doing stuff.
Ooh, you're sure. I used to have a friend who would say, I'll do anything for you. I just want you to love me. I just want you to love me in return.
That's deep. That's deep.
That is
right.
deep.
But
love me under conditions.
Unconditionally, but didn't under. So that means that all of the shit that was like that could never be brought up. So that means that if I'm being, let's just say that I tell my kids, I'm going to do for you, and I just want you to love me unconditionally. That means that they can never have a problem with me. What kind of shit is that? I'm human. You have to be able to look at people for their humanity, all of them. And when we don't show up as who we are humanly, all of who we are, that's the reason why people who, pouring from it, girl, you better come on. I'm about to put it up there. Tania is a vibe, by the way. I absolutely love Tania because Tania is the person who you rely on.
I like
it.
And
I get it.
I just want to apologize to everybody that's chiming in. For whatever reason, our banner is not posting the correct.
Oh,
anyway.
No.
Yeah,
my bad. Okay.
Yeah, so there's a number just in case anybody has or wanted to call in. Please feel free. Again, this is God Level Podcast. Anything and everything for the community. Things that people don't want to talk about. What's good, y'all? We're here for y'all. We're here for y'all.
Go ahead, Vi. Go ahead.
No, my daughter just texted me some good news. I love it. I love that for you, baby.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was a message saying that you can get this God Level T-shirt at. Oh, my bad.
We working on it.
My bad.
Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go ahead and answer John's question too. He said, "Did you notice your people pleasing? Did you notice your people pleasing at the time was a problem?" And I'm going to say, for all of my 40-something years of people pleasing, I did not, because that's exactly what I saw modeled. I saw it modeled from my mom. I saw it modeled from my Gigi. I saw it modeled from my aunties. I saw it modeled from, I saw it modeled from all of my friends' parents. Everybody in my community was a people pleaser. Like, I had an auntie. We were getting ready to go somewhere. This woman had just got out of the hospital, and somebody had asked her to make a lasagna. I'm talking about should be bed resting. And somebody asked her, like, "Oh man, she made the best lasagna." And she stayed up the whole entire night making this big ass pot of lasagna. And I'm just like, and I'm thinking, I'm like 9 or 10 at the time. Why is she not in bed?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes we people please to escape certain realities.
That's called a failure to see your own reality, because we have people who don't want to face the reality of themselves.
Man.
Yeah, we also do it to avoid pain. Don't forget about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And holding on to things that we should be letting go of. I am so sorry. Once that was set free, that's all I'm gonna say. I love me. I love me some me right now, baby. I don't want to focus on.
You know what, Miss Jessica Carter, I appreciate that in you, man. I appreciate that in you, because sometimes we know we're doing it. And sometimes it just feels good doing it in the moment of doing it.
Not everybody deserves that part of you. You know.
Now we back to decision making. Now we back. Yeah. So you can't blame them. Now it come back to are we picking correctly? Yeah.
I say all the time, I'm a recovering people pleaser, because I know that I people please hard. Because wait, this that call I want to make with your girl out here sneakily snow all in a meeting. Yeah. Oh, Tonia.
Low key, Miss Tania.
Thank you.
You just made us feel important.
Man, you really did.
Man. Man.
Oh, self-deception. I'm gonna say yeah. And I also want to say that this is something that I didn't understand until I got older.
Why are both me and God level adjusting ourselves in our seats? Because we
right. As soon as I had to, woo. Yes.
Ooh. Come on. Oh, definitely. No, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to listen. Y'all know I talk about my shit.
Yes.
Man, come on. I'm going to put that up again. Okay. Also hardest to say. Again, sometimes. That is so very true. I think about it. If you're not that close to my heart, I don't have a problem with being like, nope, not this time. You know what I'm saying? If you're close to my heart, or if it's something that I feel that, oh, like it's sneaky, you know what I'm saying? Like it's insidious the way that people pleasing for me shows up. And I said I'm in recovery. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still learning those tools of how to say no. Like there are certain things that pop up to say, no, you're not a good person, Ivy. You know what I'm saying? If you don't do this, you're not a good person. If you're not out for this friend, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm putting myself out or whatever, then you're not a good person. But there are times where I'm like, okay, I can answer that call. And there's sometimes where I'm like, I gotta say no, you know? And I'm still learning that balance, and it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, but let's also acknowledge between you, Miss Carter, and you, Miss Tanner, that let's give each other grace in those moments, because the one main thing that's taking place is the fact that self-awareness is coming up. So once you become aware of the problem, then you taking back your power to decide. So yeah, you taking back your power to decide, how do I move forward from there?
That's so very true. I mean, and thank you very much for saying that, because I think that a lot of times people pleasers, we get a bad rap, you know what I'm saying? But it all comes, like healing comes with grace. It comes with a lot of grace. It comes with a lot of forgiving yourself for the ways that you showed up in the past, because you did the best that you could with the knowledge that you had. Same as your parents. Go ahead.
Say that. No, I'm
yeah, but it don't excuse you though, because once you acknowledge it, it's your job after the fact
to change it. Yeah.
But let's acknowledge this though, God level.
Okay.
If you want to change it, because it's still your decision. Yeah, it's still your decision.
Accordingly.
Yeah, it's still your decision.
I am, and I'm moving in that direction accordingly.
Because like Miss Carter said though, she knows she's doing it, but she still doing it because it's in the moment. So when she acknowledged the fact that she's done people pleasing, I'm pretty sure she cuts it off. On to the next item.
Let me go ahead and
please yourself. Can you people please on yourself? Because
going back to this question, are we generally prone to self-deception? Are you going to deceive yourself? Because basically, let's go ahead and keep it a buck. People pleasing is a form of kind manipulation. Are you manipulating yourself? And what are you manipulating yourself for? Right? Because
self-gratification for helping somebody else.
Man, come on, bro. Because I used to believe I was this super. Yes, I'm this church girl. I've got a great heart. This, that, and the other. I got a base. Yeah. Man, sometimes I'm the angel, and sometimes I'm the devil with them horns on me. And if I had not made that connection and decided to integrate myself, I would have never been able to give myself grace, or see other people to be able to give themselves their grace for whatever bullshit they do too. You know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit of all of it. Yeah, we can definitely be prone to self-deception, and yes, we can deceive ourselves. We can tell ourselves lies and decide to believe it.
There you go.
That's it. And I want to get to this question. What role does fear of rejection, oh my gosh, or conflict play in people pleasing?
The fear of rejection is you want everyone to like you. That's it. You want everyone to like you.
Wow.
It just feels better that way. It feels good to have everyone like you. Yeah. You haven't gotten to the point in life where you say, you know what? You don't like me? I don't give a fuck. Fuck you.
Ooh, I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up there.
More self-awareness means to question our motivation. Definitely.
Did it just smack you? It just hit you in the face, didn't it? Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna go back.
I'm still a baby right now. God damn.
Listen, you got to get smacked around in the face sometime, because I'm gonna go back to Eckhart Tolle's quote that made me wake the fuck up. He said, "A person's ability to heal is directly correlated to the amount that a person can hear shit about themselves and not run away."
Yeah.
And when you are first coming out of the fog of your bullshit, you're going to hear a whole bunch of shit about yourself. You're going to realize a bunch of shit about yourself.
Yes.
And you cannot run away, because if you run away, the job is not going to be done.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Not just like you, but be the person they can say that they depend on.
Yeah.
She is always there for everybody.
For everybody. Fuck that. I don't want to be that person no more.
Minus self.
Right.
Everybody minus self.
You know what? So they said that I read something from another. So there's this lady I follow on Twitter and on Instagram.
Did you just hear what he just said?
What did he say? Wait, say it again, because I wasn't. Look, my ADHD had caught me. What'd you say?
No, I was going off of what Miss
She always there for everybody except self.
Except herself. Yeah. For everybody. Show up. I mean, like, on point.
Show up for everybody except yourself.
Self.
You willing to fix everybody around you except
you got all the answers, all the solutions.
But everybody else.
All the know-how, know the process, know what to go through, know what to. But your whole world is crumbling.
Yourself. Your whole man. When I say I'm at a point now, it feels so good.
Yeah, but still give yourself grace, though. Yeah, I still want to say give yourself grace.
Well, I'm working on it. That's it.
Oh, self-abandonment. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
yes,
my
sir.
gosh. Come on, man. Yes. And listen, the thing is, I'm going to go ahead and go back to this, because this needs to be harped on more. People think that they know who they are. And if you cannot see your bullshit, if you can't see how you show up, if you can't be curious, if you can't listen to somebody else say, I didn't like the X, Y, and Z or whatever happened to me in this situation, and instead of like being defensive about it, and be curious about what they're saying, because you might learn something about yourself. If you cannot do that, you are not self-aware, sir or ma'am. You are not. You're not. Because I was in that fog too. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I seek understanding. So sometimes you got something to say about me, say it. I ain't gonna get mad. Now, please understand, all you're doing is helping me better.
Oh my gosh.
Jessica, JC, baby.
Jessica always coming with the heat.
Oh
man.
my God. It's like you're creating your own self-worth from the approval you get from others.
It's exactly what it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Social media.
Thank you. Give grace, sis. This life journey don't come with a manual. No,
it doesn't. It doesn't, Tonia. That is so true.
Skywalker. Bars. Bars. Boom. 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 I just sunk your battleship. Boom.
So I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to our producer who's not in here, because he is reading the fuck out of people pleases right now. Thank you very much.
He really is.
Give him $1 and a medal, because
please,
like for real.
Cash app and send him in some money.
Throw up your cash app. Throw up your
cash app and send that man some money. He is reading everybody from the bottom of their soul, spirit wise. Am I gonna get some sleep tonight? I got so much to think about. It brought a lot. Self-abandonment, yes.
It literally is.
Abandoning yourself for other people. Oh.
It's just at this now. Look, I'm gonna say it right now. For me, my journey it's starting, right? But it's one thing that I refuse to give up every day, and that is my morning ritual. Sometimes I might not get all of it, but I'm gonna get part of it. Hey, Kevin, how are you?
That's man.
That's hello.
That's the frosted smoothie man. He's responsible for my smoothies a couple days a week.
Hello, salsa smoothie, man. But no, I want to say that the self-abandonment that comes from, oh my gosh, man, not knowing who you are, and trying to figure out who you are. So I tell myself, if even if I don't do all the parts of my morning ritual, there are definite, I have to do something, because I abandoned myself for so long. I didn't finish stuff for so long, and I expected for somebody to come and save me from my own shit, come and save me from myself. Just like John said, didn't think I was interesting enough, interested in others. Oh shoot, it's about that time. But yeah, but just like it was a distraction, you know? And returning to yourself is hard sometimes when you don't know how to do it. So yeah.
No, tonight was great.
So look, before we leave, can everyone give a jewel or a gem for after the fact of acknowledging themselves as being people pleaser? What do they do to correct that?
Oh yeah, that was the last question, right? It says, how can I balance being kind and helpful without overextending myself?
Love it.
So I gave the first question, which was, if I ask myself a question, if somebody asks me, I get that cognitive dissonance in my body, and that's telling me that I'm in conflict with it. That means I have to ask myself, is this something that I would do for myself? Is this something that I would do for myself? Is this something that I actually have, you know? Because it is a balance. We do still need people, but we need people.
One more time.
But we do need people. You said what now? Yeah, we need our people. We need people, but we also have to question ourselves and say, just like, man, come on. Question, what are our motivations? What is my motivation in doing what I'm doing? Am I trying to get people to like me, or am I doing this because I'm pouring out of my heart?
Right.
Yes.
I'm on that journey. I'm being very careful who I'm giving to. And I'm gonna give you an example. My sister called me and she asked for some money. She texted me. At first, I didn't even know who it was. She was like, "Can I get $500?" I was like, "Who the fuck is this?"
Oh, that is beautiful, Tonia. Oh, that is it. It's having courage, and courage doesn't always roar. Courage is the little voice at the end of the day that says, "I will try again tomorrow." So give yourself grace.
Damn right. Courage I don't have anything else to say. We can end it on that note. Thank you, Corey.
Man, hey.
Tonia, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Yeah. Thank you, Tonia. Thank you. Oh man, you said it. Balance in life, man.
Yeah.
You gotta have balance. Find the balance, man. Find the balance.
I found it. And it feels good to be here in this space, in this time, on this timeline, doing this shift, doing what I'm doing, showing myself the love I've been looking for.
And giving back to yourself.
I would like to piggyback on that and say, take time out, get a pen and paper, and write down things that you're worthy of, and write down what you consider to be of value to yourself. Then ask yourself, are you living up to anything on that list?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
We do gratitude in the mornings. Sometimes we miss it, but for the most part, we be on it in the morning, and we'll send it to each other. You know, that's one of the first things that we do. If I don't do it when I first wake up, I get it when I first get to work. Like, don't talk to me. Let me write my list real quick. Send a picture. Bad Wi-Fi. It'll hit later on. But yeah, things that we are grateful and appreciate. Yeah. You have to start there. You have to notice what you already have first, so you can be able to bring in more.
Anybody got a sound machine? We need drum roll on that. Can we get a drum roll on that? Because I want to point out, sometimes we don't even acknowledge what we already got.
That part right there. And that's the reason why it leads people to manipulate others, because they're always trying to get more when they really are just not really appreciating what they have so far. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what creates that I need a people please, because I got to get people to give me things. I need to get them to give me the validation, the love, the self-worth, the money. If we people please because we want more money in the workplace. We want to, you understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we're just thinking like, what do I need it or do I want it? What do I need versus what do I want? Because I got a bunch.
Yeah, because we masking our insecurities and we're looking for validation for the masking of the insecurities.
Ooh. I'm
Been there, done that. I'm healed. Yeah.
He's like, give me.
I can only say what I'm saying because I did the work. That's the only reason I'm saying what I'm saying.
Facts. It's beautiful. That is beautiful. Look, I love how God levels looking just like, oh.
I don't have, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
It really, healing is so beautiful.
It's ugly first. I want to start with that one. Yes. Yeah.
But when you get over the ugly part, and the ugly part is just changing the way you think. Oh my.
Masking. Y'all ready?
We can do that. You know what, Jessica? Let's go for
Jessica.
If we do it, Jessica better call in. She better call in. You better dial them digits. If we do another podcast of masking, Jessica better be front and center on the phone.
And do we have anything planned for next week?
I feel like we do. We have something that's after this one.
I'm not sure what it is. Jessica, we're going to put that on the list.
She said she called last week. Well, Miss Jessica, Miss Carter, I wasn't present. My apologies. But I want to say this much: you're always welcome to come back again.
And I just want to point out that Jessica is a dope poet too. Look at the face. I can hear your face too, Jessica. She's like, ah!
I think she just made a face for you. That's what's up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight. I want to thank everyone for jumping in on tonight's live. We were talking about people pleasing. If you didn't get a chance, it's going to be located on all of our Facebook, YouTube, Spreaker as well. So check us out. Okay. We will see you back here next week. Ivy, you got me?
Got you.
Peace, family.